by Travis Hunter's girl now. She posted the heart eye emojis and the dollar emojis. She's a whore.
Leanna Leaney, the wife of NFL star Travis Hunter, has long been a subject of discussion when it comes to controversial relationships. And if you didn't know, she's been linked with some NFL players, including her husband's teammate. We've got all the juicy details right here. Let's get into it. Travis Hunter's wife and his teammate. Travis Hunter's meteoric rise from college sensation to NFL rookie came with a price beyond his $46 million contract. The 2024 Heisman Trophy winner found himself at a Storm Center that had nothing to do with field performance and everything to do with his chosen wife. Hunter and Leanna Leaney's relationship began during college years around 2022, though timelines remain murky across reports. What started as typical college romance became anything but typical as Hunter's star ascended. The couple's every move was scrutinized by an increasingly invested online audience. First major red flags appeared in December 2024 when allegations and leaked footage surfaced showing Leaney in compromising situations with other men.
Them same tats too.
A eater! Ain't no way.
The material painted a troubling infidelity picture predating their marriage. Leaney's past behavior became an intense scrutiny subject, with observers pointing to patterns suggesting troubling relationship boundary disregard. Her music video involvement and social media interactions with high-profile athletes raised eyebrows among those understanding professional sports loyalty codes.
So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink, and I used to party and stuff, and he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside like partying, and then take us home. Like, he never tried to be like, oh, just because I drink, you can't drink, or...
Situation escalated when celebrity Bow Wow publicly warned Hunter to dump Leaney after screenshots surfaced of her allegedly leaving flirty comments on NBA star Anthony Edwards' Instagram. Though later debunked as fake from a parody account, it contributed to growing narratives about Leaney's loyalty. Popular commentator DJ Academics offered perspective, suggesting while some past behavior might be explainable, certain actions crossed clear lines.
If this is a real account and a real post by Travis Hunter's girl now, she posted the heart eye emojis and the dollar emojis. She's a whore.
Most damaging allegations emerged summer 2025 after Hunter and Leaney married in May. Rumors circulated about an alleged affair with an unnamed Jacksonville Jaguars teammate, complete with explicit direct message claims and pregnancy rumors. Allegation specificity, combined with viral TikTok videos of Leaney crying, fueled widespread marriage speculation.
Travis Hunter's gonna be in the NFL. If you another athlete, that's like his friend. I don't give a that's like his friend. His fraternity, which is very small, it's kind of so. This is why I can't understand when these women go from one athlete.
The story took another turn when reports suggested Hunter ignored advice from mentor Deion Sanders about prenuptial agreements. This decision would prove potentially costly if marriage ended, especially given speculation about $40 million divorce payout demands after less than 90 marriage days. By August 2025, the situation evolved into a full-blown media circus, with people documenting every development. The unnamed Jacksonville teammate remained mysterious, fueling endless speculation among fans parsing every interaction for clues about the alleged other man's identity. But it's not just Travis Hunter's wife who's been at the center of teammate betrayal. Some NFL players have crossed the ultimate line by going after their own teammates' wives, and this next case involves a championship receiver whose alleged affair destroyed a decade-long friendship. Golden Tate and Russell Wilson's wife. Seattle Seahawks 2014 locker room represented championship brotherhood perfection. Fresh off Super Bowl XLB8 victory, quarterback Russell Wilson and wide receiver Golden Tate formed the league's most dynamic duos. Wilson had completed a fairy tale season, while Tate came off career year with 64 receptions for 898 yards in his contract year. Wilson and college sweetheart Ashton Memes' relationship seemed picture perfect. They met as high school sweethearts in Richmond, Virginia, 2006, navigating long-distance dating challenges before marrying in January 2012, months before Wilson's Seahawks draft. Meme, working in media and advertising, was a regular presence at games supporting her husband. Tate established himself as Wilson's trusted field target and close off-field friend. The two players were reportedly good friends on and off the field during their time together, with no public discord hints during championship season. First facade crack appeared in March 2014, when Tate signed a 5-year, $31 million deal with the Detroit Lions. This move was attributed to Seattle's salary cap constraints. reports. No one suspected personal relationships might have influenced this business decision. 1 month later, the bombshell dropped. April 22, 2014, Wilson announced divorce from Meme with a carefully worded statement asking for prayers and privacy. Timing was suspicious, barely 2 months after the Super Bowl victory and weeks after Tate's Detroit departure. Speculation materialized quickly. May 2014, gossip site Therese Owens reported Wilson discovered an affair between Meme and Tate, citing anonymous franchise sources. The story spread like wildfire across social media, with fans connecting dots between Tate's departure and Wilson's divorce announcement. Narrative was compelling. Teammate betrayal explaining both marriage end and championship duo breakup. Tate's response was swift but counterproductive. He called rumors absurd on Twitter, noting Meme's friendship with his girlfriend Elise Pollard, but denying rumors often gives them new life, and Tate's protests seemed fueling rather than quelling speculation. The situation escalated when Tate felt compelled to address it directly. In January 2015, he penned a blog post for The Cauldron titled "Silence Isn't Golden," emphatically stating his position. Most revealing was his frustration with Wilson's response. Tate told TMZ February 2015 rumors were bull and expressed disappointment Wilson hadn't done more quashing them. Personal costs became apparent as Tate's career continued. Despite having a stellar 2014 Detroit season with 1,331 yards, he reported experiencing fan harassment at games, with crowds directing slurs at his girlfriend over allegations. Years later, lingering effects remained evident. July 18, 2023, Tate appeared on KJ Wright's KJ All Day podcast, expressing continued bitterness about Wilson's situation handling. Pain in his voice was unmistakable, describing reaching out to Wilson for support that never came as hoped. Wilson moved on quickly, beginning a relationship with singer Ciara 2015 and marrying her 2016. His silence on Tate matter became a permanent fixture, with only a brief 2014 tweet defending Tate that Tate described as too little, too late. While Golden Tate dealt with whispers and speculation behind closed doors, this next case exploded into the open when one betrayed teammate decided he wasn't going down quietly. DeMarco Murray and Brennan Clay's wife. College teammate bonds often extend beyond playing fields, creating lifetime relationships. For DeMarco Murray and Brennan Clay, their University of Oklahoma time should have been such a friendship foundation. Both running backs under Coach Bob Stoops shared a major college football grind, though paths diverged dramatically. Murray rushed for 3,428 yards over 4 seasons, 2007 to 2010, establishing himself as a star, while Clay managed just 127 yards as redshirt freshman in 2010. During college years, dynamics seemed straightforward. Murray was the featured back destined for NFL glory, while Clay fought for playing time and recognition. Clay's girlfriend, Gina D'Agostini, an Oklahoma student, would later become central to one of sports history's most publicly documented teammate betrayal cases. Social circles of college athletes often overlap, and D'Agostini's presence created opportunities for relationships to develop destructively. Murray was drafted by Dallas Cowboys 3rd round 2011, quickly establishing himself as a key player who would eventually have a breakout season. Clay's prospects were different. He went undrafted and had brief Denver Broncos stint before football dreams effectively ended. Clay and D'Agostini married in 2013, while Murray married actress Heidi Muller 2015. The contrast between post-college trajectories was stark. Murray was becoming an NFL star, eventually leading the league in rushing during 2014 season, while Clay struggled with the reality that his football career was over before truly beginning. This disparity in fortune and success would later be viewed as a crucial element in understanding what happened next. Explosion came November 11th, 2014, when Clay took to Twitter, making shocking public accusations. His posts were raw, emotional, and specific, alleging Murray had been having an affair with D'Agostini. These weren't vague accusations. Clay claimed evidence, sharing what appeared to be screenshots of text messages between Murray and his wife. Tweets that emerged painted a betrayal picture going beyond simple infidelity. Clay's alleged affair had begun during Oklahoma time and continued into professional lives. Suggestion that this relationship predated Murray's NFL success added a particularly painful dimension to accusations, implying long-term deception spanning years. What set this case apart was tangible evidence Clay presented. Text message screenshots, while partially redacted, seemed to show ongoing communication between Murray and D'Agostini, going far beyond innocent friendship. These weren't anonymous gossip blog reports. They were direct accusations backed by apparent digital proof. D'Agostini filed for divorce from Clay December 2014, citing irreconcilable differences. Timing of this filing, coming weeks after Clay's public allegations, seemed lending giving credence to his claim. Divorce filing transformed what might have been dismissed as bitter accusations into legal reality, suggesting fundamental marriage problems. Clay's approach handling situation was unprecedented in public nature. He claimed having hundreds of texts as proof, though only a few were shared publicly. His decision airing these allegations on social media rather than handling privately suggested either desperate emotional pain or calculated attempts to damage Murray's reputation. Murray's silence throughout the controversy spoke volumes. As someone in the midst of a career-best season that would see him rush for 1,845 yards and earn Pro Bowl honors, Murray had everything to lose from public scandal. His refusal to engage with Clay's accusations could be interpreted as either guilt or a strategic decision to avoid escalation. Early 2015, Clay continued his public campaign, telling media outlets he had all the proof and that Murray's lack of denial was telling. The fact that no legal action was taken left the situation in a gray area where neither complete guilt nor innocence could be established. DeMarco Murray faced public accusations with text message screenshots. But what happens when the alleged affair stays completely in the shadows with no proof at all? Colin Kaepernick and Aldon Smith's ex-girlfriend, the San Francisco 49ers of the early 2010s, represented everything making NFL teams special perfect storm of talent, chemistry, and championship aspirations. Colin Kaepernick and Aldon Smith were both drafted in 2011, forming part of the core that would reach Super Bowl XL7, February 2013. Kaepernick had taken over as starting quarterback 2012, leading a team with a unique blend of arm strength and mobility, while Smith emerged as dominant linebacker with 19.5 sacks in 2012. Strength of this 49ers team lay not just in individual talent, but collective chemistry, making them greater than the sum of parts. Under coach Jim Harbaugh, they had transformed from mediocrity to championship contenders almost overnight. Kaepernick's emergence as dual-threat quarterback had revolutionized their offense, while Smith's pass-rushing ability anchored defense that struck fear into opposing teams. The brotherhood existing in that locker room was supposed to be unbreakable, but even as the team reached unprecedented heights, whispers began circulating about discord within the organization. By mid-2013, anonymous reports on blogs suggested Kaepernick had begun relationship with Smith's ex-girlfriend, causing friction between two players. Unlike other cases where names and specifics were eventually revealed, this situation remained shrouded in mystery, with the woman's identity never becoming public knowledge. Timing of these rumors coincided with subtle changes in team dynamics becoming more apparent in retrospect. The 49ers finished 12, 4 in 2013, but lost in the NFC Championship, falling short of a return trip to the Super Bowl. While loss could be attributed to football factors, some observers began connecting dots between personal relationships and on-field performance. Smith's off-field problems had been mounting throughout this period, with legal issues including DUI and weapons charges beginning to overshadow his athletic achievements. Suggestion that personal conflicts with Kaepernick might be adding to his stress created a narrative where football and personal drama became inseparable. The 2014 season saw the 49ers decline dramatically to 8, a sharp fall from previous excellence. Multiple factors contributed to this decline, including coaching changes and injuries, but persistent rumors about locker room tension added another layer of explanation for their struggles. Reports suggested Smith had allegedly confronted Kaepernick over a relationship, though no specific incident was ever documented. The complexity of this situation was heightened by Kaepernick's public dating life during this period. He was linked to multiple women publicly, including celebrities like Teyana Taylor, which muddied waters regarding any specific relationship with Smith's ex-girlfriend. The high-profile nature of Kaepernick's romantic life made it difficult separating genuine relationships from media speculation. Smith's release by the 49ers August 7, 2015, following his third DUI arrest, marked the end of this chapter in 49ers history. While his legal troubles were the official reason for departure, media outlets noted locker room issues as contributing factors. Vague nature of these reports allowed speculation about the Kaepernick situation to persist without ever being confirmed or definitively debunked. Kaepernick's own performance declined during this period, with a 6-8 record as starter in 2015 raising questions about his leadership and focus. Mounting pressure of being the face of a struggling franchise, combined with whatever personal conflicts might have existed, created a perfect storm contributing to the team's continued decline. Colin Kaepernick's rumored teammate betrayal might have lacked evidence, but this next case became part of the most watched trial in American history. Marcus Allen and Nicole Brown Simpson, intersection of professional sports and one of America's most infamous criminal cases created scandal transcending typical locker room drama. Marcus Allen and O.J. Simpson were teammates with the Los Angeles Raiders, but their relationship extended far beyond football into the realm of personal friendship and mutual respect. Simpson had joined Raiders 1978 after a legendary Buffalo Bills career, while Allen was drafted by Los Angeles 1982. Nicole Brown met Simpson 1977 and married him 1985, becoming part of an elite social circle surrounding successful professional athletes in Los Angeles. During this period, Allen and Nicole were acquaintances through Raiders social events and Simpson's personal gatherings. Dynamics of these relationships seem normal for the interconnected world of professional sports. The foundation of Simpson and Nicole's marriage was troubled from early on, with documented incidents of domestic violence that would later become central to understanding their relationship. Simpson's guilty plea for spousal abuse 1989 revealed a pattern of behavior painting their marriage as far from the public image of success and happiness. The couple's divorce, October 1992, citing irreconcilable differences, marked the end of a tumultuous 7-year marriage. Their relationship had been marked by documented domestic violence incidents, creating a foundation for jealousy and suspicion that would later become central to understanding what happened next. June 12, 1994, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman were murdered outside her Brentwood home. Simpson became prime suspect, leading to his infamous June 17th Bronco chase and arrest. The case dominated global headlines, setting stage for rumors' emergence. During Simpson's 1995 murder trial, rumor of an affair between Marcus Allen and Nicole Brown Simpson became public. In the pre-trial interview, Mr. Simpson reportedly told police he suspected Nicole had been involved with Allen. Allen was called to testify but denied any affair under oath, stating he and Nicole were only friends. The trial ended with Simpson's acquittal October 3, 1995. Post-trial, rumor persisted through media coverage and Simpson's own statements. In his 1996 book, I Want to Tell You, Simpson alluded to jealousy over Nicole's friendships but didn't directly name Allen.
So, why would anyone assume that Marcus Allen, the very good friend of O.J. Simpson, would allegedly sleep with his ex, Nicole? According to Marcus Allen's lawyer, Ed Hookstratton, quote, in building their defense, Simpson's lawyers obviously felt it would be beneficial if they could show that their client had not been jealous of Nicole.
A 1998 Esquire interview saw Simpson reiterate suspicions about Allen, claiming Nicole confided in him about attraction. Allen, then with the Kansas City Chiefs, avoided further comment beyond his trial testimony, but tabloids and sports blogs kept the story alive.
So you mean to tell me that Johnny Cochran would try to pull one black man down to save another, allegedly? Oof. Well, Ed went on to say, quote, what angered me was the fact that all this was making Marcus and Catherine into two more victims in this awful mess. The story became a staple in NFL betrayals lists by outlets, often framed as a factor in Simpson's motives. Documentaries, including ESPN's O.J. Made in America 2016, touched on Simpson's jealousy but didn't substantiate Allen affair. Allen's Hall of Fame induction 2003 and Simpson's 2007 to 2008 robbery trial kept their names linked. However, no tangible evidence supported the affair. Simpson's and Cowling's claims relied on hearsay, countered by Allen's sworn denial. Nicole's diaries used in the trial mentioned other men but not Allen specifically. Marcus Allen's alleged affair was denied under oath in a murder trial, but what if someone actually admitted to dating their partner's teammate on purpose? Kelly Stafford and Matthew Stafford's teammate. College relationships often follow complicated patterns, but few have been as publicly dissected as the romantic history between Matthew Stafford and Kelly Hall during their University of Georgia years. What made their story particularly intriguing wasn't just their eventual marriage and NFL success, but Kelly's candid admission years later about deliberately dating one of Matthew's teammates to make him jealous, a revelation that would spark intense debate about loyalty, relationships, and the unwritten codes that govern sports communities. Matthew Stafford was star quarterback at University of Georgia, 2006 to 2008, while Kelly Hall was a student navigating the typical college social scene. Their relationship was characterized by what Kelly would later describe as hot and cold dynamics, where commitment seemed elusive and exclusivity wasn't always guaranteed. This on-again relationship dynamic created opportunities for drama that would later become public fodder. Joe Cox, backup quarterback for Bulldogs, was Stafford's teammate and friend during this period. Cox played sparingly, 2006 to 2009, taking over as starter in 2009 after Stafford's departure. During their college years, when Kelly and Stafford were experiencing one of their off periods, Kelly made a decision that would later become a controversial topic of discussion.
Our college relationship was, the typical college, I would say, relationship where there wasn't really one. Because he didn't want one. I dated the backup to piss him off. Like that was the type of situation we were in.
You dirty dog!
Listen, he deserved it, okay? He deserved it.
That backup is crazy.
Kelly's strategy was calculated and deliberate. She wasn't simply moving on from Stafford. She was specifically choosing his teammate as a way to provoke jealousy and force reaction. Her choice of Cox wasn't random. It was a strategic move designed to hit Stafford where it would hurt most. In the tight-knit world of college football, dating a teammate's romantic. Interest crosses unspoken boundaries that govern relationships within team structure.
You know, Matthew's like this genuine soul, and then it was the bad boy, so he
but he's the backup. Like, if I'm Matthew, I'm sending the offensive line after him. Like, get this guy off the team. Get him out of here.
I don't think he saw the field after that.
Contrast between Stafford and Cox personalities added another layer to Kelly's decision. While Stafford represented the genuine soul and Southern gentleman archetype, Cox embodied a bad boy persona that provided a stark alternative. Kelly's comment about Cox not seeing the field after their involvement suggests her actions may have had consequences for his playing time, though whether this was coincidental or directly related remains unclear. Stafford was drafted first overall by the Detroit Lions 2009, beginning NFL career, while continuing relationship with Kelly. Cox, meanwhile, went undrafted and had a brief stint with Arena Football League before leaving football entirely. Stafford and Kelly married April 2015, seemingly having worked through their college relationship complications. Story remained private for years until June 12, 2024, when Kelly appeared on Off the Vine podcast with Caitlin Bristow. During a candid conversation about their relationship history, Kelly openly admitted to dating Cox during break from Stafford. Her revelation wasn't presented as regret or mistake, but rather as a successful strategy that achieved the desired outcome. June 26th, 2024, Kelly apologized via Instagram stories, specifically addressing Cox's family. Her apology acknowledged that her public revelation had put Cox's wife and children in an uncomfortable position, suggesting she hadn't fully considered the consequences of sharing the story publicly. She emphasized that Matthew was unfazed by her confession and that she and Cox remained on good terms. Media outlets like Sports Illustrated, New York Post, and Outkick covered story, framing it as shocking NFL spouse confession. Some called it a scandal, while others noted it was a college incident with no lasting impact on Stafford's career. Coverage highlighted gender dynamics and how such revelations are received, with many noting that Kelly faced harsher scrutiny than male athletes typically do for similar behavior. Kelly Stafford shocked everyone by openly confessing her calculated teammate fling, but this next case shows how dangerous rumors can be with zero evidence whatsoever. Ben Cleveland and his wife's alleged affair. Baltimore Ravens offensive lineman Ben Cleveland once found himself at center of infidelity rumors, and unlike other high-profile teammate scandal cases with named individuals, concrete evidence, or public admissions, Cleveland's situation represented different type of controversy, one built on anonymous sources, tabloid reporting, and social media speculation that never quite reached level of substantiation that would make it undeniably credible. Cleveland was drafted by Baltimore Ravens' third-round 2021 NFL Draft, after a successful college career at University of Georgia, 2017 to 2020. As an offensive lineman, he occupied one of football's most anonymous positions, crucial to team success, but rarely in the spotlight that follows quarterbacks or skill position players. He married Kendall Cleveland, nee Kendall Moore, during college years, with their relationship maintaining a low profile typical of many NFL spouses. Cleveland's early NFL career followed a predictable pattern for young offensive linemen, learning to adapt to the professional game's speed and complexity. He played sparingly as reserve guard, appearing in 12 games in 2021 and 7 in 2022 due to injuries and depth chart competition. No personal controversies surfaced during this period, and Kendall maintained a private presence that kept them out of the public eye. Everything changed October 17, 2023, when Daily Mail published article alleging Kendall Cleveland was involved in cheating scandal. The report cited anonymous sources and claimed Ben and Kendall were navigating marital issues as a result of her alleged infidelity. Most intriguingly, the article speculated that another party could be Ravens' teammate, though no specific individual was named. What made this case particularly frustrating for those trying to understand the truth was the complete lack of concrete details. Unlike the DeMarco Murray situation with text message screenshots or Kelly Stafford's direct admission, the Cleveland case relied entirely on anonymous sourcing and vague speculation. No specific teammate was identified, and no evidence such as photos, messages, or documented incidents was provided. Daily Mail's reputation for sensationalism immediately raised questions about the story's credibility. Known for for prioritizing clicks over verification, the publication's approach to Cleveland's story followed a familiar pattern of creating drama where concrete evidence was lacking. Story gained traction due to Daily Mail's reach, but lack of follow-up from major sports outlets like ESPN or The Athletic suggested mainstream media found insufficient evidence to pursue. Social media. Reaction was limited compared to higher-profile cases. Some users on platforms speculated about teammates' identity, throwing out names of prominent Ravens players like Lamar Jackson or Mark Andrews based on fame rather than evidence. However, these speculations were quickly debunked by other users who noted the complete absence of supporting information. Neither Ben nor Kendall Cleveland commented publicly on allegations. As a reserve player with a low media profile, Ben avoided personal discussions and focused on football. Kendall's Instagram remained private, with no visible posts addressing the rumor. The Baltimore Ravens organization made no statement, consistent with teams avoiding involvement in personal player matters. What distinguished this case was its lack of escalation or development. Unlike other scandals that evolved with new information, evidence, or statements from involved parties, Cleveland's situation remained static. No additional sources emerged to corroborate initial claims, no legal action was taken, and no further media outlets picked up the story with new details. By 2024, rumor had faded from mainstream attention, with no new developments reported. Cleveland played in 4 games in 2024, remaining depth player, and no further marital issues were publicized. His limited playing time was attributed to injuries and depth chart issues rather than personal drama affecting his focus or team relationships. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.